Hello, everyone, and welcome into Senior Living Live. My name is Melissa. I hope you are doing fantastic today. Well, we are traveling to one of our Arbor communities today as we check in with Arbor Terrace of Middletown in New Jersey. Mica Gilles, she is the Executive Director there, and she joins me here today. Mica, how are you?
Hi, Melissa. How are you? Thank you for having me. I'm doing very, very well.
Excellent. So we're going to check in with you. We're also going to check in to see how your residents are doing, how the staff is doing, because I think it's safe to say that your community is probably in a different place now than it was this time a year ago. Uh, can,
Absolutely.
can you tell us what life was like at your community at the start of the pandemic and where we are right now?
Yeah, so at the start of the pandemic, along with the rest of the world, there was a lot of unknowns. So a lot of everybody was kind of on edge. Residents, families, kind of worried about what's okay to do, what's not okay to do. Following state guidelines, following CDC guidelines, following Arbor standards, making sure that we're keeping everybody safe. So safety was like number one priority, keeping everybody healthy, and that was our ultimate focus last year was just making sure that we survive through this. Versus now, where things are opening back up, where we're having real life again back in the community. You're seeing residents hang out together. You're seeing residents in group activities and enjoying, what assisted living is meant to do, which is live. Yeah, they're living. So it's night and day.
Yeah, and I think we all know that when it comes to our communities, our senior living communities, that
Mhm.
there was some separation between them and their family members who were maybe able to do some window visits. How is that looking now with their families?
So now, some people still choose not to come into the community. However, they do have the option of coming in to the community, and they have the option of actually being in their loved ones' rooms, hanging out, even in the common space areas, with proper guidelines, proper PPE. So that's awesome because a lot of people didn't physically see their loved ones for, 6+ months. So now that we're doing the in-person visits again, a lot of people are taking advantage.
What have those reunions been like for you to witness?
Awesome and heartwarming. I get chills just thinking about it. I think people appreciate a lot more that person-to-person interaction. We tend to live in the age where everybody's looking down at their cell phones all the time, and now you see people are actually having conversations with mom, having conversations with dad. So that's been pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, what are you and the residents and your staff looking forward to the most as more and more people become vaccinated?
Our community is doing very well. We're upwards of 90% vaccinated. And so we're excited because we get to enjoy the pre-COVID freedoms, things that we kind of took for granted in the beginning, prior to COVID. Now we're getting to enjoy again, like simple things like residents dining together, going outside, enjoying. So I have independent living, assisted living, and memory care. So we're commingled. There was a long time where our assisted living and independent living residents were separated, and now they're able to be together again. So just like, the simple things, we're looking forward to enjoying more time together, enjoying more entertainment outside at this point as the weather warms up.
And congratulations on the almost 90%, if not a little over that. That is
Mhm.
absolutely fantastic. I love
Yes.
that number.
Yes.
Excellent job, Mika. So when we think about some of the memories, and maybe they're not all great for many of us when it comes to this past year during COVID, but
Mhm.
what are some of the memorable moments that have stuck out to you or that will be lasting for you?
Um, One of the most memorable moments was the parade that we had. So we had a car parade when people weren't able to come in and see their loved ones. The engagement team, everybody, we worked together to actually schedule a car parade for the residents, and they all sat outside, socially distanced, as their families drove by and waved by and had signs, and everyone was so happy. Even though they couldn't physically touch each other, it was just to see their loved ones, and see them drive by and wrap around the community. It was so heartwarming, and everybody, it was the participation level was amazing. People came from all over to just come and make it a big day for the residents, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, when you think of something like that, that's something that is really, it's thinking outside the box, but it is
Mhm.
simple, right? You're bringing the
Yes.
people to others so that they can see them in the flesh.
Mhm.
One thing that this pandemic has done is it has sort of advanced technology for a lot of our seniors. So, what are some of the types of technology that have helped make this period of time bearable for your seniors?
So one of the most notable ones that we utilize since the start of this pandemic is Eversound. And our residents are able to, because of the social distancing or because of the window visits, sometimes it's hard to hear on the other end what your loved one is saying. So Eversound allows the residents to have an experience where they can hear their loved ones like they're face to face. That was an amazing technology. We also we have used Zoom. We have done FaceTime. We have done the Amazon Echo video where a lot of the families have decided to put it in their rooms and drop in and talk to mom. And it's been really it's awesome to see that we can have connections without physically being there. So I think thank God for technology in this case. Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing you hear about, each and every community is special in its own way. And what COVID did is it sort of took away, for some communities, the soul of what it was, because for a lot of communities, the soul is, it's the people. So if you have something that you feel people should know about your community that is now back and vibrant and alive again, what would it be?
I think our residents are the best part of our community. I see friendships being made again as our new residents move in. I had a resident who last week said, I have not had this much fun in 6 months. And this was a new resident. So I was so happy to hear that they're coming from home and being quarantined. And now they're coming to a community where we do have all of these guidelines in place and we are sanitizing all the time. We are cleaning so they feel safe to sit around each other and make friends. So what I would say about my community is that we're back in business and we're ready to help you live.
I love that. And I would love to end on that, but I do sort of want to dive quickly into the sanitizing.
Mhm.
Just because you're vaccinated, um,
Mhm.
that doesn't end, does it?
It does not. It does not. You want to make sure that you're still following those same protocols, that you're still, wearing masks and social distancing when appropriate, that we're still cleaning the community way more than we ever did prior to COVID. So that if something does happen, we don't want another outbreak, right? So we're making sure that our residents, safety is still number one priority. We want to have safety and we want to have joy, and to have that joy continue, we definitely keep those same guidelines and protocols in place.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's working, right? It's
Yes,
working. You're
yes,
hearing it from the
yes, yes, it
residents.
is.
It's working. Mika, we thank you so much for taking the time to allow us to kind of do this check-in with your community. It's always great to hear that things are kind of on the upswing for everybody right now. And again, the 90% vaccination rate is phenomenal. So congratulations to you and your community, and wishing you all the best as we continue to move forward out of this pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Well, if you enjoyed this interview with Mika, head on over to www.seniorlivinglive.com for more of our video content all about senior living. It is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As always, we thank you for watching Senior Living Live. Have a great day, everybody.